I'm sports editor Dan Woessner, and this is SVM BLITZ for week 2 of the high school football season. First up, the game of the week. It's a Three Rivers crossover battle between two of the better teams in the conference, Hall at Erie Propstown. Both teams won their week 1 games, Hall beating Bureau Valley 23-13, Erie Propstown beating Kewanee 45-19. The Panthers took control of the game in the fourth quarter against the Boilermakers, scoring 26 points in that final frame. Last year, these two teams met and Hall snuck away with a 22-21 win, and they have a pretty good running back in Chris Hammonds. He went for 160 yards and 2 TDs against BV. This should be a good one, and should give us a good idea of the two of the top teams in the conference. Up next is the sleeper pick of the week. It's another Three Rivers crossover game with the Sherrard Tigers playing at the Amboy Clippers. Both teams won week 1 games. Sherrard beat Riverdale 20-3. Amboy got a nice win over a good St. Bede team, 15-14. Last year, Sherrard ran away from the Clippers, winning 40-18, but I think this year is going to be a different game. Sherrard is coached by, has a new coach in Brian Adams, who is a 2005 graduate of the high school. And they have a pretty good running back in Nathan Kelly, who went through for 166 yards and 2 touchdowns in the win over Riverdale. Both Amboy and Sherrard have good defenses, and both caused safeties last week. Kind of a rare thing to see, and especially with two teams playing each other. And Amboy, as usual, racked up yards on the ground, going for 275 in the win over St. Bede. Up next, our upset special. I'm going back to the well with the Rock Falls Rockets. A couple weeks ago, I don't know if I would have thought this was an upset because the Rockets have beat Marengo the last 2 years. This week, they go to Marengo after the Marengo, the Indians, beat Byron 45-28 in week 1. Rock Falls struggled with a 41-0 loss to Harvard, but you had a weird rain delay. It was fairly close in the first half. The defense was playing better. Things sort of fell apart after the 3.5-hour rain delay. I think if the Rockets can get on track offensively, give Jake Mammosh some time to throw the ball, they could maybe pick up their 3rd win over the Indians. And finally, our pick to click for the week is the Sterling Golden Warriors. They're coming off a 29-14 loss to Metamora in a game where they led 14-0 and then gave up 29 unanswered points. But the Warriors haven't started 0-2 since the mid-1980s, so history's on their side. They're hosting Whitney Young, a Chicago Public League school with an enrollment of 1,957 students, and that's multiplied because they're a non-boundaried school. The Warriors tend to beat up on public league schools, and Whitney Young is coming off a 50-14 loss to another public league school in Chicago King. I think the Warriors get back on track. I think they win this one going away, and they'll be in good shape going into conference play. Check out Thursday's editions for more football previews, staff picks on all 14 area football games, and capsules for all 14 games.